Okay, hey, welcome everybody to the 12th historic edition of the Decepticast. And I am, as always, your esteemed giant blue murderous alien robot host, Stabby Face McGee, otherwise known as Thundercracker. And with me, as not so always, my cadre of evildoers. Some people showed up, some people had better shit to do. So, anyway, going from left to right on my little screen here, kitty cat ears Ledoux.
Oh shit, what up, boy?
All right, now I have no more will to live. Nova Storm.
Idea.
Hello, fellow Decepticons.
All right, and I'm trying to do too many things at once here. All right, Pyro Strata.
What's up, y'all?
And Starscream.
Hello, my loyal followers.
All right, so anyway, earlier today we put out this tremendously scientific poll of options for topics, and some people voted, some people exercised their right not to vote, and Kanye West will be showing up their house later today. Take care of that situation, fucking lazy fuck. So anyway, so the topics that we got, we got a couple of them here, and we're going to go through the top 5. And if we have time, we'll go through the top 6. So yeah.
Because Tank.
All right, because Tank, right.
Because Tank.
So number 1 on the list there was personal theme songs, and I think like the unwritten like subscript to that was for various Transformers characters. So I put a little bit of thought into this, right? And I'll go first because, well, I'm awesome. And my first personal theme song is for me, and it's the Metallica song "For Whom the Bell Tolls," because there are some lyrics in that song that they fit me pretty well. So I'm not going to tell you what they are because I'm trying to edify you, and you need to look that shit up. So
you shouldn't even have to.
Right.
You should know the lyrics to "For Whom the Bell Tolls." You should know this.
This is true, but we do have, some people who, have these weird cantankerations for like Nickelback and not naming names.
Excuse you, sir.
So yeah, and okay, so moving on, my number 2 one that I have here is Worth Asylum by White Zombie for Skywarp, and my last one is Megalomania by Black Sabbath for Starscream. Yeah, see? Megalomania.
I have no
Starscream.
comment.
All right. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and go to, hey, what, somebody just drop out?
No.
I didn't. Am I
No,
still
That's
here?
weird. Like, for some reason, the little bar got smaller. Much higher grade, I guess. All right, so we're going to go with Ledoux. Ledoux, personal theme songs, Transformers, go.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not, do my homework on this one, so...
Oh, my God.
And I, to be totally honest, do not listen to as much heavy metal as I should, so if I did this on the fly, I think all of you would hate me. So I think it'd just be better to go with someone else before I embarrass myself.
It doesn't necessarily have to be heavy metal. It could even be your beloved Dirty South rap.
You know what? No, you can go ahead and go to someone else because I can't even think of this on the fly.
Man, all right, fair enough. All right, we'll go to Nova Storm because I know he's not going to let me down like other people have disappointed me and let me down.
Well, I'm gonna start with a theme song. I'm gonna start with a theme song for Captain Ledoux. Should probably be "Look at This Photograph" by Nickelback.
I hate all of you.
Why would you even know the name of a Nickelback
How did Jimmy's
song?
eyes get so red?
Is that the name? I don't know. It's on the radio all the time.
I don't even know that song, but as soon as you said Nickelback, I was offended.
Right, like you didn't fund the production of it. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. So, there were so many to choose from for my character. It really depends on what mood I'm in. I think the obvious choice would have been Fight Fire with Fire, but
Sweet.
I'm not going to go with the obvious choice. I'm going to go with Megadeth, 99 Ways to Die.
I like that. Good choice.
Not bad.
And probably for my my Trine brother, Ion Storm, Ride the Lightning would be fitting.
Ooh.
Like that too. All right.
That's all I
Is that
have.
all you got? Is that all you got?
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing multiples.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. I guess I should have been more clear in the thing there. But all right, so
I
Pyrostrat.
had 3. You had 3. That's
Yeah. I'm with you. You've passed. You didn't disappoint me like some other people around here.
Okay, I just thought of one though, guys.
No,
I just
too
thought
late.
No,
Too
I
late.
want to say it.
yours is Nickelback now.
Go ahead, Lydia.
No, I don't have one for me. I have one for Starscream, and it is Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Oh man.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go to Pyrostrata here.
Okay, because I'm a narcissist, I have 2. The Girl is on Fire by Rob
I like
Zombie. And Firestarter by The Prodigy. I have 2 because I'm awesome.
You could do Firewoman by The Cult.
Yeah, there
I
you go.
could, but I'm not.
Okay,
It's a good idea, but it's really stupid.
it's a good idea, but it's not mine.
Oh my goodness. Y'all suck.
Yeah. All right. I would like to further pour some sugar on me. Go ahead, Starscream.
Well, I came up with God, what was it? It was an Accept song. I think it was The Quick and the Dead. That's for me. For the Sneaker Squadron in general, I came up with Hell Patrol by Judas Priest.
Nice.
And The Price is Right for Captain Ledoux.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about the Come On Down theme or the...
Okay.
Well, the
winner
latter
or the
would have
loser
to be
song?
for all of you. The latter would have to be for all of you. But
Hey, you know what? I could fucking
for
win.
Captain Ledoux.
All right. So
I
that
just
went
thought of
over.
I just thought of a new one for Shockwave. Electric Eye, Judas Priest.
Oh yeah, nice.
Oh, I think a good one for Shockwave would be God, what was it by Slayer? Dead Skin Mask.
That's a good one too. He is very Ed Geenish. So yeah, look at that. We all did very well with one notable exception. So moving on
Screw you.
to our next topic here. I'm in a much better mood now than I was earlier today. All right, moving on to our next topic here. It is least favorite cartoon character, and then parenthetically I put not necessarily Transformers. And I'm going to just go ahead and again go first. And I'm going to say Mati from Captain Planet. Because fucking Mati from Captain... I hate Mati from Captain Planet. I hate his little fucking haircut. I hate his little monkey. I hate his little fucking thing he's got around his bicep with the fucking feather hanging out from it. I hate the fact that when they go, Earth, win! And then he goes, heart. Fucking hate that. I'm sorry. But this, like, blue guy that flies around and beats up people doesn't need any heart. Fuck that shit. The planet doesn't have any heart. It's not an element. Mati is dumb. I hate that. It just turns me off to the whole thing. Even Gaia was a better character than even Loot and Plunder. Better character than in the Russian chick who pronounced wind bean. Way better character than fuck Mati. So in closing, fuck Mati, go Ledoux.
Wait, my turn?
Yep.
Your name's Ledoux.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. Cut out a little bit. Originally I was gonna say Alita 1, but then I figured, might as well be a little creative this time around. So I'm gonna go with Kid Icarus from the Captain N series.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
I hate.
Oh, Pitt.
And the thing is,
God,
yeah, Pitt. The thing is, I like the character of Pitt, but that Kid Icarus. Oh my God. Oh boy.
That entire
the
show was like the personification of let's add one character trait and just beat it into the ground.
And it was just a long commercial, and it wasn't the good kind of show that's just a long commercial either. I didn't really like that show much in general, what little I saw of it, but Pitt with his stupid,
Well,
I have to say,
it made Mega Man sound like a Marble freaking factory.
if Popeye was on acid, yeah.
You're a big King Hippo fan, though, right?
No.
Eggplant
So
Wizard.
yeah. No thanks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Kid Icarus because he's annoying as shit. Yeah, that's my pick.
Okay, that's a pretty good.
I totally wanted the Power Glove from that show. That was
Yeah, me too. Or the little belt thing that he had, he could press like over and he would just like shoot sideways really fucking fast.
They could like jump through
I
portals.
wanted the jacket.
Yeah, that would come in handy. That would come in handy during like
lame.
during traffic. You know, just boop, I'm over to like 4 lanes. All right, that was a bizarre pause there. Okay, so now we're gonna go with we'll go Starscream. Least favorite animated character, not necessarily Transformers. Go.
Oh God. This is off the top of my head. The
Not
entire
that much.
No. The entire cast
Hey.
of Bob's Burgers. There we go.
Wow.
wow.
You know what though? As far as I can see where you're coming from there, I really can. But the one kind of redeeming character is that little chick with the rabbit ears.
I disagree. I think that the cast of that whole show is annoying.
All right then. Okay. And
For
any
once, I
particular
actually
reasons
agree
why?
with the commander.
They're humans. That should be reason enough.
Fair enough. Okay.
And he's not gonna say the excluding present company bit either, is he?
That doesn't sound
No,
like
of
it.
course not.
No,
No, never. No.
All right.
No, of course not.
Asshole.
So that was the worst fake cough thing I've ever heard. That's twice now you disappointed me in one Decepticast. All right, so we're gonna go with
It's the mask.
unzip it. Really. All right, so next we're gonna go with Nova Storm. Go ahead.
Okay. If I had to do a full cast show, I'd probably pick Adventure Time. But
Oh
God.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you.
God,
I hate that show.
Me too.
as far as just a single animated character, I tried to think of somebody not in the Transformers universe, but honestly, my circuits could not get past the annoyance of Wheelie.
Oh, going wheelie.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Orange suppository.
Every time I think I get just flames on the side of my head. Yeah.
You know, I actually know somebody that does a halfway decent RP of that guy. It's pretty funny.
I know him too.
Yeah, he's a pretty good guy.
I missed my Clue reference, but okay.
All right, so and finally, Pyrostrata. Go.
Well, since you stole mine, I was also going to go with Mati.
You were gonna go with Monty?
Yes.
I'll be damned.
Because he just looking at his face. I don't even have to hear his voice. Just makes me want to like burn down 10 orphanages.
Makes you want to like pour a whole bunch of pollution into the sea.
Yeah.
And burn down 10 orphanages.
Yeah, you remember when they had the anti-Captain Planet, Captain Pollution?
Yes.
And they had
Oh,
like the
God.
smog, acid rings and shit like that. All right. So
But
moving on. Your alternate choice. Go ahead.
My plan B is Uni from Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
This character had absolutely no redeeming quality whatsoever. Orko from Masters of the Universe had more redeeming quality than Uni.
Oh,
There
snap.
was no reason why Uni was there other than like the kid-friendly little comic relief, which he was none of the above. There was no comedy and no relief.
So all right. So I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the company that now owns the rights to Dungeons and Dragons is called Wizards of the Coast, right? For the longest time on their website, like right underneath the marquee, like right underneath where it said like Wizards of the Coast, like this little subscript was, "We hated Uni too." I think that's pretty funny. So yeah, so there's that. Okay, so that went pretty well, I think. Okay, the next one, I didn't vote for this, but I got outvoted on this one. Yeah, I know, fucking democracy. Holy Grail toys and the stories of their acquisitions. Okay, so like I'll go ahead and go first because survey says I'm awesome. #1 answer.
That's the only reason you ever answer first.
I know, and it's like strange and bewildering. It's almost like me saying like G1. So anyway, my Holy Grail toy was an MISB Metroplex, right? And because I own 3 Metroplexes now. A Metroplex whatever the fuck you want to call it. I own 3.
Metroplex.
Yeah, I
Mega
own
Drives.
one. I own one that's like snapped at the place where the top part connects to the bottom part, so it's 2 pieces. And then I own one that's like complete, but it's kind of a little bit loose, and you know. But anyway, I went into MISB version, and like the story of its acquisition, I didn't like travel to some like foreign land or climb a mountain or like learn a new language or like trade a bunch of different shit. I just
Lame.
bought it on eBay. So that's the story of its acquisition. It's not exactly exciting. I just went to an auction and bought it now. So yeah, that's mine. And first we're gonna go to Hero.
Mine was the 2009 BotCon exclusive Bonsai-tron. I had been searching for this. I saw it at 09 BotCon online and wanted it, but no one could pick it up for me. I'm like, fine, whatever. So I went to 3 different conventions in 3 different years, and no one had it. Finally, at BotCon 2012, it was the last day. I had searched the whole time for it, couldn't find it. I'd given up. Just like, screw it, whatever. I left the dealer room. I'm doing something, and I get a text message from one of my friends. I found your Bonsai-tron. I literally pulled the O.J. Simpson in the airport from the old Hertz commercials.
I thought you were going to say murder.
I am
Go ahead.
running. I was waiting for that. I am running through the lobby of this 4-star hotel, leaping chairs, tables. I flew down the escalator. I did not wait to be hauled down. No, I ran down it across the dealer room to meet her. And there he was in all his glory for way too much money. But I bought him anyway.
Sweet. Hey, did you hear that that there was a rumor going around that like during World War II, Japanese soldiers, like the officers, could cut the barrels of machine guns with their samurai swords, but they disproved that on MythBusters.
I've never heard that before.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah. So because the reason why I brought that up is because bonsai charge, right? See, it's relevant, you fucks. So anyway, yeah, there was a rumor going around that Japanese officers wielding their swords, which weren't like super ancestral, valuable swords. They were just like mass-produced junk. They could cut the barrels off of American machine guns because during these bonsai charges, and no. And they even were like, well, maybe they would be hot from firing so much. And
No.
That's what's the word I'm looking for here? Dumb. Okay.
Yeah. No.
So, yeah, we got way off topic there. Thanks a lot, Ledoux.
Oh God, here we go, man.
So anyway, all right. Holy
Going
Grail
off
toy.
topic isn't that bad.
Holy Grail toy and story of acquisition. No Storm go.
Okay. I'm gonna actually do mine in 2 parts. I used to have I have a friend that lives in San Diego who's a big Transformers Star Wars fan, and he collects a lot of the toys. And at one point in time, one of my favorite toys was the G1 Skywarp that I had it for a long time. And several years back, it was just sitting around collecting dust in storage somewhere, and I came across it, and I said, "Hey, would you like to have this? Because I didn't have room for it at the time. Went through several moves, and I knew he would take care of it, So he said, sure. So I sent him what I had. I had a few pieces missing, but the majority of it was still together. So I sent him my G1 Skywarp. And a few years later, he was kind of going through his collection and kind of doing the same thing, getting rid of a few extra pieces. And so in return, he sent me a Masterpiece Skywarp that I now have. So
it's pretty good trade.
So I have so I have the Masterpiece Skywarp now, which is really cool that I got from him. And the reason I tell that story is because also he sent me another thing. One thing that happened was he works for the guy that he works for apparently owns some sort of real estate thing, and one of the houses that the guy was renting out, the guy just like up and left and didn't pay like several months rent and everything else. So basically he seized everything that was remaining in the house. The guy just took up and left. So he sent my friend in there to help pack stuff up, and he walks in there and there's like a treasure trove of toys and collectibles in there. And he was like, you can have whatever you want. So he's like, score, right? So there's all kinds of Transformers and Legos and a lot of Star Wars stuff. And he went through a lot of the Star Wars stuff, and he sent me because he asked, hey, is there anything you're looking for? Well, I'm a big fan of the Knights of the Old Republic video games.
Those are good games.
And so I said, yes, I am looking for this specifically. If you find it, please send it to me. And he did. Still in the card box, still on the card, still packaged, never opened, a Darth Revan figure.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, nice.
So I have that, and I actually have Revan and Malik, but Revan was the one I was really wanting. So I'm proud of that one.
You see, I hear stories like that all the time. People are like, oh, yeah, I opened up this storage container, and there were like 7,000 Optimus Primes, and they're still in the box. How come that shit never happens to me?
Right?
Because you don't have friends that play in the trash.
No, that's probably true. That's like on that one show on the quote-unquote History Channel, where that fat fuck meth head guy went into that one room, and some guy had like 3 of every Transformer. They bought that whole collection for like $9,000.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
Wanted to burn somebody down over that. Anyway. Moving on, let's see. Toy, Holy Grail, Story of Acquisition, Starscream Go.
I'm going to stick to Transformers because this is a Transformers podcast.
Well, I didn't know. I wasn't specific, so Novastorm didn't technically break the rules like the dude did.
Hey, I mentioned Transformers too.
Oh, yeah, but
Go ahead, Commander.
as ironic as this is going to sound, Galvatron is one of my favorite characters ever.
Oh.
I never thought I was ever going to get.
The one that turns you into an ashtray. Oh,
Here's a hint,
right?
Go ahead.
Anyway, I saw that there was this Takara reissue cartoon accurate color scheme that they had, and I thought I was never going to get it because I saw it and I immediately looked up the price and I was like, oh, it's over. Okay, no thanks. But I had some Christmas money and I went on eBay and I was just looking through trying to find not that Takara reissue but an original to add to my collection. And I found one on auction, $10 at the time. So I bid on it, and it went up to $50. So, and he came in the box with everything. The only thing he was missing was the Matrix that he wore around his neck. Other than that, though, he was pretty. Yeah. And other than that, though, he was complete. So, yeah, he's the centerpiece to my collection right now.
Sweet. You know what I was going to say, too, speaking of something totally unrelated to that? Novastorm was talking about Skywarp a while ago with the Masterpiece Skywarp. Has anybody ever seen the half-warped Frenzy Rumble
yes.
custom?
Yes.
Fucking awesome, isn't it?
Name me a Frenzy Rumble custom that isn't incredible.
Well, here's the thing. Every time I put up a picture of Extinction on my page, somebody goes, yeah, but the front at the bottom of there, it don't look like they're part of the protector.
And that's verbatim.
Exactly.
I was going to say, and that's a direct quote.
What they say is that the ones on the bottom don't look like they're actually part of the Gestalt. They look like they're just kind of attached to them. Like, he's making a fucking custom Dinobot Gestalt, you asshole. Is yours any better? No? Then shut your goddamn cake slot. Okay, I got a little upset about that. I'm sorry. Moving on. Okay. Wait a minute. Who have we done here? Ledoux, you have a summary this time for us? Did you do your homework on this one?
I more or less do. I can guarantee it'll be underwhelming for some of you, but we can rewind quite a while back, aka 2 years. I was outgrowing the few Autobot toys that I had, and like I remember, I think I had just shut up. I had just opened up the page Decepticon Agent Ledoux, and then there was this video floating around, and it was Dew's review of Generation Skywarp. And it just so happened to be uploaded on my birthday, and I saw it on my birthday. And I saw it, I watched the review, and I fell in love with it, but I could never find it anywhere. And then one day, me and my dad were out, and there was like one Generation Skywarp left, just tucked into a corner. And I found it, and my dad doesn't like to buy me toys. He will not buy me toys. And so I had to beg him. I was like on my knees in the store, begging him to buy me Generation Skywarp. And so he bought me Generation Skywarp, and he's my favorite toy ever, and I love him to death, and yeah.
Okay. What she means by that is she owns the rights to the mold, and she has thousands of them. Moving on to the next one.
Exactly. I told my dad I wanted all of them, so no one else
Nobody else gets one.
Exactly. I want them
can't.
to know,
Alright.
so no one else can have them.
All right. That is a little bizarre. Okay. We get everybody on that one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm like all giddy for some reason today. I don't know why. Beats my like normal like at raw self. All right. So moving on, I think our next topic is Voltron, Legendary Defender. And I'm gonna go ahead and go first on this one because
Wait, you're
my
going
info
first?
no, my info cells are up. That's why this time. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, Voltron, Legendary Defender. See, here's the thing. I went into that and I thought, wow, this is gonna fucking suck ass water. Because I'm looking at these pictures, and these pictures have a bunch of Tron lines all over my beloved Voltron, and they organicified him, where they made him like super sleek and streamlined, which I really hate. So I was like, this is gonna suck, and I'm gonna hate it. And not only that is, it's on Netflix, which it annoys me that things get put on Netflix, and everybody says, yeah, but cable companies charge money for you to watch their stuff. But here's the thing. I don't want to get a goddamn Netflix account. So anyway, I was able to somehow, I'm not going to name how I did it, but I somehow was able to watch this despite not having a Netflix account. And I was surprised it didn't suck. I was really shocked that that was pretty good. And my only complaints, a couple small complaints, is that they made Corrin into like this weird comic relief, which I didn't like. And they had cutesy anime stuff occasionally. Like, you know, the one big ball of sweat coming off their head and the tic-tac-toe board on their head when they're fucking frustrated. I hate that about anime. That's like standard in anime for some reason. So I hate that cheesy bullshit. What? Yes? Hello?
I've been meaning to comment this for a little while, but if there's water coming out of your ass, you need to go see your mechanic.
All right. Now, okay, but anyway, like I'm talking about, you know, you know what I'm talking about. In anime, sometimes when they get like frustrated or whatnot, they'll have like one big drop of water coming off their head, or they'll have like their eyes like are just hearts. I hate that. So other than those small complaints, I thought it was pretty well done. So when it's time first, we're going to go. Yes.
Wasn't it animated by the same people who did Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes,
and
it was.
Korra?
I have no idea. I've never seen that show. I looked at that show and I said, hey, look.
I figured somebody else would.
Krillin with a giant blue arrow on his head. I'm not watching this. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and go with Ledoux first on this one.
Okay, let's clarify first that I was never a really big fan of Voltron. I had managed to watch some of the older stuff, and I didn't think it was the worst thing ever. Shut up, man. You're such a drama queen. I didn't hate it. I thought it was okay. It never left that much of an impression on me, except for Prince Lotor, whom I still love to this day. But I just got around to really sitting down and watching Voltron Legendary Defender. And I'm hooked. I love it. I haven't finished the series, but so far I think it's wonderful.
take long.
Yeah, I know. But honestly, I really like the animation because that's the kind of animation I grew up on. Avatar: The Last Airbender, Legend of Korra. While I wish they had kind of stayed a little bit more Avatar: The Last Airbender-y, because Avatar: The Last Airbender didn't have all those annoying little anime emotion things. I wish they kind of stayed away from there because that's a little annoying sometimes. But sometimes I feel like they use a little too much CGI in Legendary Defender. But other than that, I think I really like the characters. I really like the relationship between the characters. I like where it's going. It flows nicely. And I just think it's an overall good show. And I look forward to finishing all of it within the next, 24 hours.
All right. ATLB, by the way, that's what the kids in the know call Avatar: Last Airbender.
Avatar: The Last. Okay, sure.
ATLB, biatch. All right. Okay, so moving on, we go to Nova Storm. Your thoughts on Voltron, Legendary Defender?
Okay, I was like you. I watched the original series and loved the original Voltron. So when I saw that they were making a new one, yeah. And when I saw that they were making a new one, I was also very skeptical because usually these things end up bad. But aside from a few little things here and there that I didn't care for, overall I thought it was a great show. Also, it was really really done well. You could tell that the writers tried to stay true to the original while not being a carbon copy of it.
Right.
Which I thought was really, really well done, the way they did that. I didn't care for what they did with Karan's character either. I don't like how he's this goofy comic relief guy. And the Tron lines are I could go either way on those, but the biggest thing I didn't like about the design of the lions was I like the lions except for the black lion. I don't like how they did the wings are like huge on him. They just like his wings are bigger than he is, and
right.
it just looks really, really goofy in lion mode. Other than that, overall it was really good. I liked it. It's a great show.
Yeah, I even liked what they did with Lura, where they made her like
yeah, so do I.
Alien thing. Yeah, that was pretty neat. I thought.
Normally,
Right, so,
I get kind of irritated when they try to change the race of a character, but I thought it actually worked with Legendary Defender.
Yeah.
That didn't bother me at all. I thought that was great. A lot of the characters, it looks like they're actually showing the characters have character development, as opposed to that was one of the biggest things about the original was they were their characters and they didn't really change throughout the show. This one, you can see some character development happening, which is really cool, especially with Keith.
Is somebody like in an industrial kitchen right now? Because I keep hearing like a bunch of clanking.
Not me.
There is a small dog in my hangar that is playing with a bottle, and yeah, that's probably what you're hearing.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so I hope it's not Buster. And we're gonna move on to that's my dog. No, I'm just kidding. I hate Buster. We're moving on to Pyrostrata. Thoughts on Legendary Defender?
When the original series first came out, I was the biggest Voltron lover. I loved this show. It was fantastic. And when it came out, it was in the infancy of action cartoons in the Western world. And it had a lot of really good things and bad things, but overall, I loved it. When they announced that they were going to do Legendary Defender, I was instantly skeptical. I'm like, they are just going to drop a deuce on the show that started my robot love.
Whoa.
Shut up. I knew somebody was going to porn that up. Why did I even say it? And anyway, I'm like, all right, I'm going to check this new thing out. And the first episode had me hooked. I was in for the duration. And the more I watched, the more I loved it. The character development was off the chain. It built characters that you didn't get in the original show. They were the way they were, and you learn to love them from the first to the second. Oh my God.
Okay.
I just got a message. There's someone watching.
I know.
We have a viewer.
I saw that.
Yes, and I know who it is.
I do too, I think.
Yeah,
Max
yeah,
Headroom?
close.
Randling.
Yes,
Is it really Randall?
it is really Randall. Hi, Randall.
Holy shit, hey Randall!
Crying.
Hi.
Anyway,
I'm sorry if I started crying. Go ahead.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be like all nervous.
the new show is smart. It's funny. It's witty. It's intelligent. It shows pure love from every aspect of the process, from the writing to the animation to the character development. Everything is perfect, and I cannot wait until the next season. I am thrilled about this show.
Have you heard season 2? I think season 2 is supposed to be up before the end of the year.
Yeah, they
Yes!
got the preview out.
Yeah,
Somebody awesome
I'm so
sent me a
pumped.
preview link.
Yes, somebody very awesome sent you a preview.
I'm just
link.
saying, pretty awesome guy. So, hey, Pyrostrat, a scale of 1 to 10, how much did you love Pidge's original green tassel outfit?
I did not.
Liar. All right, so.
Speaking of annoying.
If you were not my brother, I would kill you.
There it is. I was waiting
Nova?
for it. I'm like, say it now. Do it.
Speaking of annoying cartoon characters,
Yeah,
as much
Pidge.
as I love the original,
Yeah,
Pidge was
and the Space
horrible,
Mice. All right,
yes.
Commander, your thoughts on Legendary Defender? Yeah.
Looks cool. I'll watch it sometime.
Well, that was pretty succinct. All right. So, wow. All right. You could have binge watched.
Do you remember that? You remember that scene in Madagascar when the penguins finally get to Antarctica, and they're like, "Well, this sucks."
I've never
Yes.
seen that movie.
I know what you're talking about, Nova.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So, moving on here to our maybe last topic, depending on how long it takes us to talk about this. Alignments for Transformers characters, right? And I figured we would just go one alignment at a time and figure out, who we think fits that alignment. And first alignment in the alignment chart is the goody two-shoes Fox, Lawful Good. And for me, nobody personifies Lawful Good like Prowl.
Nah.
So, Ledoux, thoughts?
I second that. Can't think of anyone who would really fit in that. Lawful good.
Those
Lawful good suck.
Good choice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Commander?
Prime, I guess. I don't know.
Prime, all right, okay. Maybe we should have been like, if Bitstream would have been here, I think this bit would have worked a little better because I think he knows, alignment's pretty good. All right, the Hunger too. All right, or as we like to call him, Hunger. All right, neutral good. I'm going to go with Jazz. He's good, but he's not necessarily concerned with breaking the law to do the good.
Yeah.
I agree. I second that notion.
Oh shoot! I totally forgot about somebody for the last category. Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And we lost Randall on that one. And I was like, hell with it. They're talking about alignments. I'm not here.
I'm
Fuck
sad
you,
now.
D&D.
I think we have more viewers than that.
Yeah, that number
Don't
down there, I think,
say
is just jacked up. I think. All right, so Chaotic Good. I thought of immediately when I read Chaotic Good, I thought of Wreck-Gar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is pretty much going to be the Thundercracker show, I think. On this
Grimlock. Grimlock would be chaotic good.
Yeah, Grimlock. There's a good
Yeah.
one.
Good
Yeah.
one. Good. Yeah.
Wheelie probably would be Chaotic Good too, I think. All right.
Wheelie isn't anything but annoying.
Lawful
No.
Neutral. Agreed. Lawful Neutral. I'm going to go with. Here's where I would say Ultra Magnus. Lawful Neutral.
Maybe-
No.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Lawful
Maybe
neutral. Lawful
Rodimus?
neutral.
A lawful neutral
Yeah.
character typically believes strongly in lawful concepts such as honor, rules, and tradition, and often follows a personal code.
Okay,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that works. Ultra
Yeah,
Magnus, I
see?
think. Yeah.
God damn it, don't you dare try to not say that I'm right.
Wheelie is a chaotic a-hole, says Randall.
Agreed. I like that. All right, true neutral. True neutral. I'm going to say Optimus Prime is true neutral, right? And let me read the description if see if you don't. Okay, a true neutral character is neutral on both axes and tends not to feel strongly towards any alignment and actively seeks to maintain balance.
But no, he doesn't seek to maintain balance. He seeks to oppress all of the
In control.
Decepticons.
Point. I'd say Shockwave. I'm still Shockwave with that one.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm with Shockwave.
yeah. All right, maybe I'm wrong on that, but I still think that I'm right, and therefore I'm right. Okay.
I'll put him as like if there's a evil, lawful, good.
Oh, we haven't got to the evil parts yet. Hold on. All right,
I'm combining like 3 different ones.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Gary
not how any of this
rolling over in
works.
his grave right now. So, chaotic neutral, me. I think I'm chaotic neutral, right? Thundercracker, check this out. Let me read this. Tell you if this does not sum me up to a T. A chaotic neutral character is an individualist who follows their own heart and generally shirks rules and traditions. Does that or does that not sound exactly like?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
everybody.
it does. Yes, it
I
does.
think Thundercracker,
The-
can you like read the description of it and then can we come to a conclusion? Because that
Oh
helps
yeah,
me a
yeah,
little
okay.
more.
Yeah,
That
I
makes
agree.
better sense.
Well,
All
as
right.
far as that one goes, the episode, I can't remember the name of the episode now that comes to mind, but it's the one where they're on top of the Aztec
The pyramid,
Yeah.
yep.
pyramid.
Yep,
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
Jaqueline started
Oh.
off and says, the one that I'm sassy in.
yeah, that one comes to mind.
Okay, all right. So all right. I'll read the description first of the alignments for those uninitiated. Who have thrice now disappointed me. Just saying.
I never said I wasn't. I know what
No,
they
no,
are.
no.
I just don't have
It's too
every.
late.
I
Too
just
late.
don't have every damn description memorized in my head.
Okay, so
I require you to read them because I don't know anything about this whole alignment thing.
lawful
There you
evil. A lawful evil character sees a well-ordered system as being easier to exploit and shows a combination of desirable and undesirable traits. Examples include tyrants, undiscriminating mercenary types. And for that lawful evil, somebody who's evil but still follows like some sort of code, that's where I would put Shockwave.
That's
Too,
Megatron.
to an extent.
Megatron.
Megatron.
Yeah, 'cause-
Megatron.
Who did you say, Commander?
I said Megatron.
Oh, well, you're all wrong. All right.
Oh,
See,
wow.
Shockwave
like-
logic dictates what he does, and so if logic dictates that he does something for good, he would do something for good. If logic dictates he does something for bad, he would do something for bad. So to me, that is true neutral.
Neutral, yeah, I can see that. That's good.
Yeah, Shockwave is true neutral.
You guys.
All right, so-
okay, hang on. You know what I like? You know what I like? I like how in the beginning we're all agreeing with Thundercracker, and he's like, "Well, this should just be the Thundercracker show." And then as soon as we start disagreeing with him, he's like, "You're all wrong."
Well, yeah. That's what's called being
So,
chaotic
the
neutral.
other person that belongs there is Thundercracker.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. I guess I could really put on emojis on here because I got a middle finger one to work out for you. All right. Neutral evil. Neutral. Listen to this one. Neutral evil character is typically selfish and has no qualms about turning on his allies of the moment. And in this case, I say swindle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to agree with that one.
yeah.
You're right.
Technically,
this
you
time.
agree with all of them because I already edited out all of your disagreements on the video.
Let's see, could you read that again?
Yeah, I can read it again. Hold on one second. All right. A neutral evil character is typically selfish and has no qualms about turning on its allies of the moment. And usually makes allies primarily to further their own goals.
Me.
Starscream.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
also Starscream does
Yeah.
sound like that would work out too. But I think
Yeah,
Swindle
I'm
works out
thinking-
perfect.
I think Starscream would be more chaotic evil, though, wouldn't you?
I think that.
Yeah,
would be
we're just about the
Galvatron.
chaotic evil. That's the last one.
Yeah.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Lido?
I think you
Was
think
it-
I think the chaotic evil would be Galvatron,
That's
but
exactly.
maybe you could read it. And,
True.
Now, see, here's where you're right, Ledoux. Now I'm going to take off one of your disappointments because on my little
Yay!
piece of paper where I have the notes, I have chaotic evil dash Galvatron. So well done. Let me read the chaotic evil description. A chaotic evil tends to have no respect for rules or other people's lives or anything but their own desires, which are typically selfish and cruel. Galvatron.
Beast Wars
Damn.
Megatron.
I would put a tie between Starscream and series Galvatron. I like to make a distinction between the movie version of Galvatron and the series version of Galvatron because they are two very different characters.
Nah, that's true. I agree.
But Galvatron.
One of them was lucid. One of them was kind of bad shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Is
I
this
think we still
restricted
have.
to G1?
Oh no, you can use the Beast Wars. We'll mock you.
I guess,
but you can.
yeah, Beast Wars Megatron then.
Yes, I agree.
You mean
Yeah.
dinosaur face hand?
Yeah, Barney.
Barney, yeah.
Barney.
All right.
Tyrannosaurus rollerblades.
Okay. So and here's the thing too is in my estimation, and I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for a very long time, right? Nothing creates argument so much as talking about alignments, right? And in fact, I know somebody who personally argued with Gary Gygax about alignments, right, via text message. Not text message, but like email, right? And here was the argument. Gygax said that the use of poison is inherently evil, right? But the person I know who argued with Gary Gygax, and for those of you who don't know, Gary Gygax is the guy who invented D&D.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway,
Him
yeah.
and somebody else.
Yeah, him and Dave Arneson is who it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Never question my majesty. So anyway, in my estimation, in my buddy's estimation too, is that the use of poison is not necessarily inherently evil if it's used for good ends. And his example was, like, let's say, for instance, a Navy SEAL sniper, right? Sniping people.
Your friend is you, right?
Maybe. All right, so yeah.
I'm asking for a friend.
Maybe it is. All right. So anyway, like a Navy SEAL sniper, right? You might think, well, sniping, that's dishonorable. You know, that's treacherous. You're shooting somebody and they have no chance. But then again, you know, if you snipe some terrorist guy who's, you know, the next day going to blow up a bunch of people, isn't it not good? So same argument can be made for poison, I think. Like if you were to like poison, say, Osama bin Laden, is that evil? I don't think so.
no.
Well, who's evil? Then you got that whole topic.
Right, exactly, right. So like
Who's
that's like
actually
that was the background point I wanted to make about arguing about alignment.
It's
So
a
anyway,
broad topic.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty philosophical.
Very philosophical. You took the jinx.
Yeah.
Jinx, owe me another Coke again. So anyway, and the last one we have here, which didn't really win, but it's on our list here in case we had some time, which we do have a little bit of time, is favorite role-playing experience, right? And
Primus.
and this one, it's got nothing to do with Transformers, right? But it does have to do with Dungeons & Dragons. Long ago, we were role-playing, and we were playing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign, and a buddy of mine was, and this wasn't me, this one, he was DMing, and
I bet.
And I was playing a ranger, right? And I wanted to see if I could track someone, right? Which rangers, that's kind of what they do. And this was a long time ago, back in 2nd edition D&D. Anyway, and this phrase came out of his mouth. Yes, you see feet prints overneath the bridge.
Overneath the bridge?
Feet prints
Overneath-
overneath the bridge.
Feet
So-
print.
Feet prints overneath the bridge. And this happened probably 25 years ago. And to this day, we fucking bust his balls about feet prints overneath the bridge. So yeah.
Feet print.
Yeah, exactly. That was my role-playing experience. There you go. So we're going to go with Ledoux.
Okay, I don't have too many to choose from, but I was thinking about it. I thought about it for 5 minutes, and I think my favorite role-playing experience ever was the branding of Decepticon Captain Ledoux when Megatron branded her officially as Decepticon. That was my favorite. Wasn't the longest, but it was fun, and I loved it. It was a good time. It was my favorite.
Nice. So one more. I'm going to cheat and do one more here real quick. A long time ago, I was role-playing with a Transformers group, and somebody was role-playing Slipstream, and somebody else was role-playing Rumble, and she had this quote, "Rumble, quickly, get inside me." So
Oh boy.
we screenshot that one, and we definitely bludgeoned her with that bit of nonsense for years to come. So anyway,
Oh my god.
yeah. Yes, no Storm.
Okay, I don't have a lot of tabletop role-playing experience to draw from, but back in the day, I used to play EverQuest a lot, and this was
All right.
back when EverQuest was only had like maybe one expansion out at the time, so it's been a while. And I was playing a Dark Elf Rogue, and
Nice.
I want to
A
say
girl,
I was yeah, and I want to say I was probably level 8 to 12, somewhere in that general area. And there was this particular item that I wanted to get that I had read about. It was a mask, a magical mask that would turn a rogue into a wood elf, which is very useful for a dark elf because whenever you go into the wood elf areas, they kill you automatically.
Gotcha, right.
So the problem is the mask dropped from a particular creature randomly, and it didn't drop from them always, and it only dropped from this one creature that was in this one spot, which happened to be like a level 40 area.
Not good for level 8 characters.
No. So I decided, what the heck, and I did the invisible sneak thing, and I had to sneak the entire way because everything was higher level than me through like 3 different zones. And there was some risk to this at the time. I don't know if they've changed it, but at that time, if you died, your body was where you died at, and you would respawn. You would respawn somewhere else.
Get killed over and over again.
You had like 24 hours to get back to your body and loot it. Otherwise, you lose your stuff.
Oh, nice.
So there was a real danger of losing all my stuff. But I snuck all the way down and had to go through the swamp area and then into a cave and then to a lower level of the cave. And I actually managed to do it without getting killed. And I get to the area where this guy is supposed to spawn at. And luckily, there's 4 or 5 higher level guys. They're like level 40 or so. And they're farming this area. So I was like, hey, can I, if you guys happen to get this mask and nobody wants it, I would like it. So like, yeah, sure. So I just sat there and watched them, and this went on for maybe 2 hours or so, however long it was. And it was real cool. Every now and then they would come back and say, hey, you still there? I was like, yeah. And finally he eventually spawned and it dropped and they handed it to me. And I was like, yay, thank you. Nice. And then I had to sneak my way back out.
Nice.
So
that had a lot of shades of Salvatore. Remember when Dritz got the mask?
Yeah.
It
was even though it wasn't fighting anything, it was kind of like an adventure. It was really cool. And then to have the role playing community help somebody,
right, as opposed to being dicks like normal.
Right, exactly. That was a real memorable.
Yeah, not everything has to be hack and slash.
Right.
All right, so Pyro, your role-playing favorite experience, go.
Well, I'm not very new to role-playing. I don't like tabletop games, but my favorite RP experience was actually a crossover with a certain blue stabby face seeker. We were infiltrating a space Hulk.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
With 40k orcs and a war boss.
I remember that.
Now, because where we were doing this at the time had a problem with pinning posts right when we get to the war boss, Facebook unpinned it and it was gone.
Oh dear.
I literally cried. I was so upset. I wanted to do this and it was gone. That's my best experience.
Yeah. Hey, we salvaged that though, because remember the guy came in like out of the blue and was like, hey, I'll be the war boss, and he turned out to be fucking amazing role player.
Well, he was the one that was actually playing the war boss of that whole threat.
Yeah, Matthew Zeiss was his name.
Yeah.
He still shows up occasionally.
And we got to his particular character and the thread was gone.
Yeah, they have saved thread now though, so that should be
yes, they do.
All right, Starscream, role-playing experience, favorite one, go.
I don't have any friends that play D&D, so I haven't played D&D.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily have to be D&D.
Okay. The closest I've come to role-playing would have to be Elder Scrolls.
That's more fair enough.
And to be more precise, Oblivion and Daggerfall.
Okay.
But I usually play as a thief class, either Khajiit or a dark elf.
Khajiit are the cat people, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Because I
And I was-
invariably play the Nords.
I usually play Nord
The
too.
Nords are awesome. But so I was running around doing thief stuff, and I decided that I was going to try and pickpocket a farmer. Well, because this was still at the beginning of the game, and my pickpocket skill was pretty low. So the dude got pissed at me, chased me throughout the entirety of my campaign because I didn't want to, because it was funny. And he followed the places that dude would follow me to were ridiculous. Like the dude, for anyone who's played Oblivion, the dude's like right on the outside of the Imperial City. It chased me all the way to the north end of the continent.
Yeah, that's quite a ways.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, for anyone who hasn't played Daggerfall, play it.
I
It's
have not
free.
played Daggerfall. I've played Skyrim and Oblivion and ESO.
It's
I've
free
played
on PC.
Morrowind. I've played Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim.
All right. So I think that about wraps it up for our topics here. And yeah, I think that worked out pretty good. Even without what's his chops? What's the purple one's name? Bitstream, whatever the fuck.
Hotlink.
Yeah, that's the one.
Do you do that on purpose?
Yes, I
Like-
did that on purpose.
Good. Because I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, he's
No,
been in
I'm not.
18 episodes.
I'm not.
Wait a minute. Do you guys mean the Daracell bunny?
No, we mean the
I was-
other guy. The
I was
other
making
guy.
fun of myself from last week. Sorry.
Oh,
They
oh,
keep
Alright.
going and going and going and going and dot dot
Going
dot
and
dot
going.
dot dot.
All right. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and sign off, and I'll sign off first because well, I'm awesome. Decepticons forever. Ledoux, go.
all hail Lord Megatron.
Nova Storm.
Decepticons forever.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You were mimicked and mocked. I like you, Nova Storm.
All right.
What?
Okay. Nova Storm is going to get a nice. Well, he'll find out. All right. So Pirate Strike
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
and Starscream.
Until next week, subjects. Farewell.
All right. That'll do it. Have a nice day, everybody. We're going off.
Bye.